Welcome to Blue Basement, Mr. Elenu. Elenu.
Everywhere blue, everywhere.
Finally, we have you here.
Everywhere's blue.
You are welcome to Blue Basement. We are so happy to have you.
Although I feel a type of way though, but you have blue couch, and we have what, cream?
I am the host.
Oh, okay, sir.
Yes, I am the host. My name is Chini, and here is Drew, my partner, co-host, a wonderful gentleman.
Why are you looking at me like that?
We welcome you to Blue Basement.
Thank you for welcoming me. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you.
You welcome.
Yes, sir.
So tell us, who is Mr. Elenu?
Elenu is my stage name, actually. I picked up when I was young. The meaning of the word Elenu means someone who likes to talk a lot.
Someone who likes to talk.
Who talks a lot.
Okay, talks a lot.
Yeah. So in my father tongue, Elenu, when you start, you got Basketmouth. You can talk a lot. You can talk and make people laugh. So people started calling me Elenu. So from there, friends, families, even my mom, my dad, everybody now refers to me as Elenu, as against calling me my real names. And by the way, my real names are Babatunde Julius Omojefe Akinlami.
Okay. And I know you personally, and a lot of people out there know you as a comedian, a renowned comedian, a wonderful comedian.
It's comedian of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Listen, let me tell you the honest truth. I have been, when I was in Nigeria, I followed you up. I listened to your jokes. It was the waist cracking. It was fantastic. I mean, thank you. You were wonderful. But at the point, I started asking my brothers, where is Elenu? I don't see you on stage anymore. And that was when I realized that you eventually jackpot,
No. I wouldn't say I jackpot. I didn't jackpot. By the way, for the benefit of the viewer, the word jackpot is like waka. Waka is French for the Latin word remove. Remove in English, it means replace or take a step. Yes. In my case, I didn't jackpot. I packed my bags and I left.
And you left?
Yes. That's all.
Okay, so but I want you to let the public know, apart from being a comedian, who is Elenu? What does he do again?
The name Elenu, as people know me back home, or the few fans I have across the globe, Elenu. Like I said earlier, my real name is Babatunde Julius Akinlami. I'm a stand-up comedian with the hopes of growing up to become a doctor, but that dream failed at some point. I stopped dreaming.
Yeah, stop dreaming.
I stopped dreaming.
You woke up to reality.
Yeah, I stopped dreaming. I don't want to see it as a joke below the belt, but Martin Luther King dreamt, but at some point he didn't wait to see the dream come true. Yeah, so I stopped dreaming and I started facing reality.
Exactly.
I studied computer science. I have a degree in computer science, but unfortunately, where we're from, you could be a doctor and you end up as a conductor. Nothing is for sure.
Yeah.
Back home. I studied computer science. At some point, I dabbled into working at cyber cafes and the rest of them. And then we started doing comedy. Here in the US now, I do comedy. I run a production company, logistics, car rental, and luxury short-term rentals.
Okay.
So when did you come into limelight as a comedian after studying computer science?
I came into limelight in 2006.
Wow.
Yeah, 2006. Before then, I've been doing comedy underground.
Yeah.
People know me back in the university as far back as in 96 to about 99 when I left school. And then when I came out, I had to focus on reality because, I was director of social in Uniben at some point.
Okay.
You attended the University of Benin?
I attended the University of Benin.
Okay.
So at some point, entertainment is what we do in school. It's part of like your curricular activities you have while in school, things that we must do. So we do it for the fun. But coming out of school, now you need to face reality. So we left that on the side and then try to figure out how we begin to make money and the rest of them. Yeah. So
So do you say money was what drove you into comedy?
No, not money, hunger.
Hunger.
Two different
So
things.
is it that
Don't mix it up.
So is it that same hunger that made you pack your bag as you said to the US?
If I want to be biblical about it, hunger begats talent. When you are hungry enough, you just begin to discover that I think I can make this bulb work.
Yes.
You know, things begin to come into your mind. You just begin to think a lot of things. Even when you don't have money, it's like having $1 in your account and you're planning a trip of $2,000. Yeah. It's all about.
That's right, because most people they realize their talent or what they can do when they are pushed to the wall.
Yep.
Yeah, so I would say, or I would ask, is it when you were pushed to the wall with this same hunger in Nigeria that made you come to the US, that made you pack your bag and come to the US?
Back in Nigeria, I was king. I moved to. I didn't plan on moving to the US. Yeah, in quotes, it's what a whole lot of people say. When I moved to the US like a king. I moved to the US like a chairman. I was doing well back home. I had all the relevance. I had all the bookings coming, you know. But at some point, I've always had this in my mind that when I become a family man, when I get married, my family will not live back in Nigeria.
Okay.
You know, my family left Nigeria in 2016. You know, after they left, I began to look, okay, so the way the country is looking like, dollar don't raise from this amount to this amount.
Yeah.
I'm beginning to look at it, okay, it's beginning to look like it's going to pay more here. But it's going to cost you a lot because it's a new journey, it's a new entire life, entire community, different people, culture, and every other thing you can think of. But I mean, if you can thrive, you will do well too.
So back home comedy and which one pays very much well?
Well, with time, it pays here too. It pays here too, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So but right now, do you regret
No, I don't.
jackpotting from Nigeria?
No, I don't have any regrets.
You don't have any regrets?
No, I don't.
Okay. And do you have any plans of going back eventually?
Yes, when I'm less busy.
To continue your comedy.
Well, I still do comedy here. I mean, I have a show I do every year.
Okay.
I produce tours for different artists. I produce concerts, live events for different artists here. So I'm still very much in the entertainment industry, you know. So right now we're at the bridge between the Nigerian entertainment industry and here. So we help to create that bridge. Like I've done a couple of concerts in the past, from Burna Boy to Whiskey to aylive to Basketmouth, bovi, and even my own yearly concert.
Okay.
Yeah, that's your grill and chill with
Generation and Chill. Before Generation and Chill, I had Elenu Live in 2018, 2019. 2020, we couldn't do anything. So after 2020, I thought, let's come out with a twist.
Yes.
And, you know, give people that Nigerian vibe, you know, when you close from work at night, you're going back home because of there's a whole lot of traffic. You want to stop by one bar where they have point and kill, suya, you know, mutually standard beer, you know, just to chill the brain before you go back home. So yeah, that's what brought about Generation and Chill in 2021.
So you know Nigerian comedy. Mostly we do laugh at Nigerian comedy because it's done in pidgin and sometimes in English. So looking at Nigerian comedy and being in America, how do you get the audience to really laugh? Because most times in comedy, what I know and what I understand and what people understand is you have to understand what the comedian is saying for you to laugh.
Yeah.
So how do you really mix it? How do you get your audience, your American audience, to really laugh at your jokes?
Well, it's gone past the days where you crack jokes about lion eating bread or, you know, those type of.
Yeah.
Your comedy needs to relate to everyday life.
Okay.
You know, it needs to be relatable.
Yes.
It's like when you say, you know, when you come over here, the way people operate on the zebra crossing is different from back home.
Yes.
Here, as soon as you put your feet on that line, every car coming
Has to stop
for the pedestrian to cross. Back home in Nigeria, it has no use.
Yes.
You know, I tried it once upon a time, you know, after a first trip, you know, after a first trip abroad sometime in 2009. You know, I tried it once. After going back, I'm like, okay, so that's what this, because I never knew what the line was when I was back home. I just noticed that they had one particular spot on the road where you see this black and white from this end to the other end. We just know it's there, so we never really. I mean, there's a lot of things we need to worry about than to come and be thinking about what is on the road.
Yes.
You know, so when I traveled to the UK for the first time, I'm like, in 2008, I'm like, oh, okay. So that's the reason for this stuff. So you put your leg, everybody's supposed to wait.
Yeah.
So I went back to Nigeria, Ojota to be precise. You know, they had one right there on that very busy Ojota road.
Yeah.
So I decided to try it. So I put my leg on one of them. Immediately I was trying to pass. One conductor hanging on one bus gave me a dirty slap. What's wrong with you? Can't you see? I'm like, but this is zebra. You're supposed to wait for me. You know, I went to report to the police guy. Like, my foot was already on the line, and the guy still gave me a slap. The policeman was like, yeah. Say, where were you? I'm like, I was on the zebra crossing. Say, yeah, were you? Are you a zebra? So even the Nigerian police sometimes don't even know what this is for.
Yeah, and like what Jude said, when I moved down to this country, I used to attend. I attended few, comedy show. But I found myself not being entertained.
Yeah, you don't laugh. It's not funny.
I don't even know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, what is humorous for them
It's different from
where I come from, and I stopped going.
That's why I said from the beginning, for me coming here is like starting a new life. Yeah, not starting a new life entirely because we still have a large number of Nigerians and Africans in the US,
yeah.
All across every state, So I was in Maryland to host. I hosted 2 weddings in Maryland yesterday. Before coming here today. In fact, I arrived back in Atlanta today, and I'm on my way here from the airport.
Yes,
straight up.
Thank you.
So there's still a whole lot of Nigerians who will come, who will still enjoy the Nigerian local flavor. But you still need to mix it up. With what is relatable here and what is relatable back home.
Nigerians have this mentality that if you were famous in Nigeria, maybe a musician, comedian or whatever, and you moved out here, they think that you are on the low. Financially, you're on the low. That's why you moved out here. And when you come down here and try to, mingle with them, nice to them, they keep looking at you with some type of, I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's a notion that we've all come to notice or come to realize.
Yeah.
But one thing you need to understand is no king rules forever. Yeah, you can have the talent, you can be the most talented human being alive, but you cannot last your entire lifetime.
Yes.
Unless in cases where the unfortunate happens, say, okay, this person passed on at a young age. Nobody can last, your talent cannot last. So what you build around your talent is what helps you. I can decide to continue to do just comedy. I think I should be fine here in the US with how well I've built myself, my foot on the ground now. A lot of Africans or Nigerians who are all over the US know, because I've done shows in practically all the states in the US.
Okay.
So a lot of people are aware now that I'm here. Like one of the things I also like to chip in while I go to this event or this concert, to let people understand that I'm here for real. We start it up with a joke.
Yeah.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Elenu. I relocated to the US in 2017 during the time of Donald Trump when he was building the wall, and I'm not going back. So people laugh and say, oh, it's a funny joke. I'm like, because Nigerians are very funny.
Yeah.
They see you at this event and the next thing they come to ask you is, nice one. You did great at the event. When are you going back? I'm like, okay, did you lose your passport? Why are you still here?
Yeah.
So it's a notion that is very well understood here. So people think, okay, maybe because it's not raining anymore. Yeah, the musicians who we knew 5 years ago, some we knew trended last year, are no longer trending now. It doesn't mean they have not done well or they've not done well for themselves. Everybody have their reasons for why they want to relocate.
But I think people have their reason why they, change the environment, relocate. But I think when it comes to Nigerian musicians and comedians, they are, personally, I think financially they are more relevant back home than, abroad.
Well, here, depending on what you are doing. I do shows in practically all the major cities that holds the highest number of Africans or Nigerians in quotes, and people still come out. But the notion we have in Nigeria is, especially when you're in Lagos, everybody thinks, trust me, the comedian who is in Lagos, a lot of people don't even know them here.
Yeah.
A lot of Africans who left Nigeria a long time ago don't even know some of these people until we became very conversant with YouTube. So now people can now go, okay, I don't need to be back home. They now begin to know us. Like before, some 10 years ago, if you are already in Nigeria, nobody knows you here.
Yes.
You know, because now technologically we are not there yet.
Yes.
You know, so there's a lot of things that we were lacking behind until YouTube began to come. You know, people saw this platform and it was a good publicity platform for social media, for you to put yourself out there. You can gain a global audience and not just Africa or Nigeria.
Yes.
So you come into limelight in 2006. I would ask directly, who's your role model?
My role model is God.
Is he role model in comedy show? Or?
Yeah, role model in comedy show. He's a comedian. So what are we talking about? Everybody's role model is God. If you want to say, if I ask you who's your maker, sure, you know it's God. Yes. So who's your role model in your comedy show or comedy lifestyle?
In Nigeria, I actually have two of them. There's AY and there's Basketmouth.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. AY and Basket.
And Basket.
So these two people played a very vital role.
Yes.
So what's in specific if you say AY?
Well, they have their vital role. They played differently as far as exposure. Coming into limelight first, it was AY. Yeah. He had this comedy competition tagged Open Mic. It's just for
Open Mic. I remember.
It's just for comedians. They come in to perform, and the audience who buy the ticket to come see this comedy show, they determine who their winner is of the 10 contestants on stage. I won that in November 2006. Oh. That was the 3rd edition.
Okay.
They had like over 50 editions of them after, and then from then I was introduced to Basketmouth, who now began to also expose us to, other stages. At some point between 2006 and 2008, I lived with AY, worked with him as his manager, PA, and that. From some time in late 2008 till about 2011, I worked with Basketmouth as his manager, and I'm also a comedian.
Okay, but did you find any kind of difficulty in working with these two different comedians? Because I know, and a lot of people out there, they know too, that AY and Basketmouth, they have this, I don't know. I've always noticed that there's this friction amongst the two of them. It wasn't really clear to me. Yes.
And that was not my business.
Yes.
My business was establishing the brand I am hoping to pursue.
Yes.
So I wasn't ready to take side with neither here or here. If you call me here, I'm here. If you call me, I'm here. I didn't want it to seem like, at some point, one of the two took it really personal
because I was about to say that. We are dealing with human beings. So at a point, someone is going to have grudges that somebody I'm not talking to, somebody I'm have problem with, you out.
They're supposed to be my enemy's enemy.
So human beings are wired differently. I don't expect you to think like me.
Okay.
I don't expect you to reason the way I reason, because the way I react to when this light goes off is different from the way you would react.
Yeah.
So me trying to make you react the same way is me trying to manipulate the way you live your life.
Yeah.
I have my reason for working with this person. I had my reason for working with this person. It had nothing to do with whatever you guys are fighting over.
Yeah.
So if you guys cannot look over that, I think I will just go somewhere else.
And for real,
I will not betray this person.
They are two different.
I will not betray this person for this, and I will not betray this for this.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So I'd always been, I got my own many shots.
Yes.
I was caught in the crossfire because I was in between here and here. Yeah. So, there will always be these feelings. Of course, like I said, I don't talk to this person. Why are you still talking to this person?
Yes, exactly.
But you didn't introduce me to this person.
Yeah.
I met them
differently,
and.
Do you still talk to both of them?
Yeah, I just did the AY Live tour. We started last year in 2022. We just finished the 2021 tour, and I just also finished the Basketmouth tour in 2022.
Oh wow, that's a wonderful.
Oh yeah. When you were in Canada, when I invited you for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's true.
So what is your biggest setback when it comes to this comedy career here in the States?
Well, my biggest setback will be when I got to the US. Now, like I was saying in the beginning, the plan was not for me to relocate to the US when I came. I came here with just one bag and one hand luggage size suitcase. I could say from 2006 when I gained my fame, my footing into limelight. I couldn't remember a certain Christmas or New Year's that I celebrated with family. I'm usually in one hotel or in one apartment waiting for people to come pick me to go for one event or the other. This has happened every year.
Yes.
So every December I'm working. So, when you become married, you no longer think for yourself. You're now thinking for two.
Yes.
When the kids begin to come, you now begin to think for the entire family.
Yeah, exactly.
So in 2017, even though that the family had just relocated, they were beginning to get their own footing in Canada, I thought, okay, at that time, my Canadian visa had expired. So I thought, okay, come to the US. I canceled every booking for 2017 December.
Yes.
I wasn't taking any booking because the plan was come and rest for a month.
Yeah.
For once in your life. This was the reason. Yeah. And then the family comes to join you from Canada so we can have. So I came before Thanksgiving. Family came, we spent December together. They went back. And then I began to think about it. Now, me being here, the complaints, every time you now see 2, 3, 4, it's one complaint or the other, something is wrong with the economy or something is not going right. Then I'm looking at it, should I not? I changed my ticket. I was supposed to return January 5th. I changed the ticket to February.
Okay.
From February, I changed the ticket to April. Yeah. From April, I changed the ticket to May. And then I just said, you know what? Let's do this once and for all.
Yes.
And then I just stayed back.
So the decision was your major progression.
Yeah, the decision, then finally making the decision, getting to know, okay, this is a brand new country. Now, a few people might have known, okay, you're here, but it's going to take a lot of work for people who are all over to now know that you are here. Because when they think about the name Elenu, they are like, this guy is in Nigeria. It's going to cost a lot to fly him in and all that. So it was now an assignment for me to now start to look for shows, find my footing at the same time, get people to begin to know me. The first year, 2 years was a really struggle.
Yes.
But I believe a determined heart or a determined mind. It was tough, but amen. God is good.
That's a good one.
Watching your shows, listening to your jokes and all that. You have a style, which you always had music to it and all that. And you are a fine musician. You sing very well. Yeah. Have you ever think of going into music?
I started.
Or did the hunger not push you to the side of?
I started
the hunger not push you to the side of music.
I started entertainment as a musician.
Oh, really?
In the church.
Okay. Let's get that history.
I was choir master for a whole lot of churches back in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was a bass guitarist. In fact, bass guitar after school was one of the work I did to earn payment.
Okay.
So I was playing. I would play for a church. They pay me at the end of the month.
Yes.
From there, I moved from this church. You go to another church. They look at you. We like you. Can you come play for us? They offer more money. I leave this church. I move. I was moving. That was how entertainment started for me. So as I sing, as I read, I studied the rudiment of music. So my understanding of music is even broader than what people would think.
So are we expecting your album soon on that?
Considering how much Burna Boy is charging now, I'm working on it.
Yeah, because it's really interesting.
Yeah, comedy with music.
Oh yes, looking at how much this artist are charging.
That's most of your jokes.
I'm working on this seriously. So if you people see me out there, you see me out there with a brand new song, please listen to it.
Yeah.
Yes, support me.
So sure, we do. We've always support your comedy style, and your style has always been the infusion of music. And Even in your last AY show in California, where you were killing all of them with different jokes and all that singing, it wasn't easy, but I know making people laugh with music and comedy together,
Do
it's
you have
really crazy.
any forthcoming show?
Yeah.
When is that?
For now, we're working on The Head is Life in Atlanta.
Here is in Atlanta?
Yeah, The Head is Life in Atlanta. It's Labor Day weekend.
Labor Day.
And then after that, I'm producing another show in Houston. It's called the Origin Festival. It's the first of its kind, first edition.
Okay.
It's going to feature Timaya, Casey, Rotimi, Johnny Drill, and Patorangi.
Are you
And I'm hosting.
You are hosting it?
So I'm producing the show and I'm hosting the show.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. And for the, what do you call it?
You hear this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're part of the arrangement?
Yeah, I'm the executive guy for projects and logistics. For the Head is here.
Has Head is come to stay in America or what? Because the 15th edition was done in Atlanta.
Yeah, last year.
And this is the 16th.
This is the 16th edition, yeah. With the thoughts, the executive producer, Mr. Ayan Marshall, I think his thought on this was, okay, I think because Afrobeat has now gained global recognition, The Headies is not a Nigerian award. It's an all-African award. Because, the executive producers of The Headies are also the owners of HIP TV.
Gotcha.
HIP TV is in 54 African countries.
Yeah.
So they thought, okay, I think it's a high time we begin to move it out of Nigeria and let it begin to also gain global recognition, because, we all understand that when we're doing things from back home, sometimes it looks like it's micromanaged until you come out, and you begin to gain recognition or gain foundation here, then, okay, yes, you cut across both worlds.
So you think from Atlanta, they can move it to another country?
Yeah, they're thinking I think next edition should be in London. It's not confirmed, but it should be.
It should be in London. Yeah, I think that movement is good.
Yeah.
It's gonna bring people
to make it
going. Yeah, so that's a good one. So going forward, what do you think? What advice do you have for these young comedians? We have a lot of talent.
But back home in Nigeria, there's a whole lot of platform.
Yeah.
When we started, there's not a whole lot of platform. We didn't have YouTube. There was YouTube, but in Nigeria, nobody was thinking about YouTube. YouTube is the VHS tape.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the VHS tape that people see us on, or before it grew into CD.
Yeah.
We don't get. You have to be from in quotes middle class, comfortable family for people to have a dish, for you to be able to see what's even happening beyond our local television stations, which will really not show a lot of these entertainment shows until we begin to have the likes of HIP TV, Music Africa, Sound City, and the rest of them. Yeah.
Okay. And this, because we have a lot of skit makers. Almost everybody. When you go on Instagram, you see everybody doing skit. Because
there's a whole lot of avenue to make money now.
Yeah.
You just need to begin to create it and put it up there, acquire the subscribers, and just one thing, or it could be just one word, for example, from the
blue basement.
Yes, from the blue basement, for example, it could be this episode. It could be something you will say, a particular word you will use that will gain the highest number of views, subscribers, and the rest of them. It's just one thing. Just like back home in Africa or in Nigeria back home, then when an artist comes up, you need to have an album for you to hold the trend face of the music industry in Nigeria. You need to have an album and 1 or 2, 3 hit tracks.
Yes.
In the album. These days, it's gone beyond having an album. Just have one hit, boom, that's it.
One.
Yeah.
Take all the money you can take. If you can follow it up, fine. If you can't, you have done your best. We are moving to the next person.
So your own platform, the Premium, are you trying to organize for the younger folks in comedy to bring more of them into America or into the community?
Yes.
So what are your plans for them?
Yeah, we recently just got approval notice for the likes of Ray Warri Pikin, Acapella.
They come down here?
Yeah.
Okay.
To come down here and come have their shows. Ajebo.
Yeah.
You know, so we hope to continue to do it from my own class of comedians to the ones who are lower, who are doing, who are very nice. Excellent, who are very brilliant. You know, also bring them over so that people can also begin to see just the way it started. The same Burna Boy who charges over $1 million now. I remember how much it was paid in 2019.
Yes.
You know, so but I mean, consistency is key.
Yes.
You know, so yeah, we're trying to do that so we can also begin to grow the comedy face, the Nigerian comedy face here in America.
Yeah, but I think when it comes to comedians here in America, there's scarcity of.
Oh, there's a very few of us who are stand-up comedians.
Yes.
When you say the word comedians, it's a broad word. There are sitcom comedians, there are skit makers.
Yeah.
There are the few of us who are stand-up comedians.
I'm talking about stand-up.
And then there are fewer of us who are stand-up comedian and event host.
Yes.
You know, so it's broad.
Yeah.
A lot of them who do the skits you see online, you know, the short plays, 3 minutes, 2 minutes you see online. A lot of them are not stand-up comedians.
Yeah, that's
a few of them are very good stand-up comedians, you know, but the skits are what they are more focused on. That's their strong point.
When you moved down here, did anybody from Nigeria, any stand-up comedian, any of your colleagues, did any of them like call you and say, "Then what are you doing?"
Oh yes, oh yes. There were a few calls.
Like this.
There were a few.
You're not gonna make it in US.
There were a few calls, even from some of the senior colleagues who are now begging for us to try to look for a way for them to come out. You know, back then, yeah. You know, but at the end of the day, you know, that's what it means to become a man. You make your decision, stand by it. Either the consequences or the profit that comes from it, you should be ready to stand for it.
Yeah, that's true.
So for profit, when did you make your first 1 million? Naira, not dollar. I'll go to dollar.
That was a long time ago. I can't remember.
You can't remember? So now it's $1 million.
That was a long time ago. We're pursuing $1 million now.
$1 million. I like that.
That's good. So you very soon you start charging like the Burna Boys and the Whiskeys.
Yeah. That's why I'm working on that album. Yeah, yo, watch out for me, yo. 2 fingers in the head.
Yeah, that's
really cool. It's not easy trying to find your feet in America. We all started from somewhere coming.
I mean, most of this, like some of the musicians back home in Nigeria who were doing pretty damn well. I don't want to mention names, but they were pretty good, so talented. They moved down here and they automatically stopped doing.
Yeah, that's
music.
That's a misconception people have.
Yeah.
I can tell you a few of them that are here that are probably richer than some of the artists you know now, but they are not doing music.
Yeah, they're not doing music.
A lot of them came here and came with sense. I know a few of them who are tech gurus, who are managers of multinationals, you know, who sit in their house and they make 8 figures from the couch, from the comfort of their couch.
Their house,
you know, because they've been here for a very long time and they look at it, okay, do I need to pursue this here or do I need to pursue a new career real quick and you know, and get into the American
system,
corporate
system.
You know, so a lot of them are really doing well.
I mean, doing well is different.
Oh yeah.
Well, making money is different from
being relevant.
Yeah,
of course. That's why I said nobody can be there forever.
Nobody can be there forever. But when it comes to, I think when it comes to your passion, your career,
you cannot be a banker forever.
But
you are a lawyer. You cannot be a lawyer forever.
No, I can be a lawyer.
I can be a lawyer forever.
I can be a lawyer.
I can be a lawyer. I'm a lawyer forever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, but now what I think.
Hold on, guys. I have a shocker for you. They can be a lawyer forever. Both of them are the host of this show.
Yeah.
Are you in the lockout now?
No.
Oh, no.
No, I'm not in the lockout right now. But it's simple. It's simple. I can be a lawyer forever means I can go back.
My lord.
I can go back tomorrow and open my law firm and continue my practice.
My lord, what I'm saying, sir, right now, my lord, is that you are not a lawyer right now.
Okay, that's true. Okay, let me tell you something. Some people are lawyers. And some people are doctors and engineers, but they are not fulfilled.
Yep, true.
In the truth, they are not fulfilled. Either like back home in Nigeria, if you're a lawyer or if you are in law school, people respect you more. So that made people to go into some kind of profession.
Some kind of profession with no idea.
Exactly, that even till now, they are practicing and making money, but they are not happy.
They are not happy.
They are not.
Because it's not a passion.
Yeah, so when they see people like, when they see stand-up comedians like you, or when they see even skit makers, or when they see musicians, they know inside of them, they still hear that voice telling them, this is what you ought to do.
Yeah, but I mean, what did you make out of your passion? Is the passion going to last you forever?
Yeah.
When the passion is paying, are you investing the passion?
Yeah, that's another thing. That's another thing. You know,
There's a stage where you were in school. There's a stage when you graduated, when you went to law school.
Yeah.
There's a stage when you were called to bar.
Yeah.
There's a stage when you work for a law firm.
Yeah.
There's a stage when you now say, you know what? I want to own my own law firm.
Exactly.
There's a stage where people now begin to work for you. Now this is still your passion.
The same profession.
But your passion has now broadened.
Yeah, the same profession. But what I'm saying is, leaving music entirely, being whatever you want to do. I'm not against people doing that. I'm not against people doing that. Like you could be even doing your job from home like they are doing, but at the same time, you're still doing your comedy stuff because you know that this comedy is a calling.
Yeah, because a lot of them they've done the best that they could offer in that industry.
Yeah.
And they've moved on to other things.
Yeah, I mean,
and not everybody will continue to be there. Yeah. Look at the likes of Two-Face. There's nobody in Two-Face's rank that is still singing.
No.
Except Two-Face.
Yes.
Even Whiskey, there's nobody in his rank that is still singing. It's just him.
No, some of them are still singing, but
There's none in Whiskey.
Not making it like what you said, making it
there
with your passion.
Some that
if your
are
passion
still
is
Two-Face's rank that are still singing that we don't know.
Yeah.
They're probably still singing, but we don't know yet because they don't have that training track.
That's true.
Yeah.
We are so happy to have you here.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you for coming to grace our show. We are newbies of this business, we are just
New cats.
Yeah, we are new cats, Yeah, but we have our vision. We know where we're going, and people like you to come and support us. It's not easy to get somebody like you. It's not easy. Yeah. We cannot afford you. We cannot. Yeah, we know, but when I put call across to you, you said, okay, no hesitation. You said, okay, I'm coming. I'll come. That really touched my heart. I was impressed. I say, what a humility. You are so humble to, come here and, talk to the people and share your idea with us too. So we appreciate your coming.
Thank you.
Me and my partner, Drew.
Thank you, my lords.
Thank you. Thank you for coming. And listen, please, we are begging you because
it's a plea, a serious plea.
We will invite you again. I'm telling you, we will invite you again to come and help us dissect some, issues, some hot issues and
burning ones.
Burning issues, and let the people know.
I'm interested. This is burning. Anything that has fire. I'm not a man of peace. I'm a man of war.
So we are so happy to have you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, man. Thank you, sir.